Okay, so we have a downward sloping demand curve. What does that really mean? What is it going to affect for the firms that are trying to decide how much to produce, what price to sell at, and so on? Well, it turns out this downward sloping demand curve is actually a really, really important thing for a firm to understand. In particular, it affects the firm's marginal revenue, how much extra money the firm brings in as it sells an extra unit. Think about how this works for a perfectly competitive firm. A perfectly competitive firm sells all of its products at the same price, and hence every time it sells an extra product, it just brings in that market price as its extra money. Its marginal revenue is just equal to the price, and it always stays the same. But for a firm with a downward sloping demand curve, that's not the case. You sell an extra unit, you sell it for whatever the price is that you can charge for it, and so you gain that value, you gain the price. But because you can't determine who would have bought your product anyway, if you kept your price higher, you're going to have to decrease that price for everybody. So as we decrease the price for everybody in order to sell to a new person, we have this amount by which we've decreased the price. We can call that the amount of the discount that we're giving, if you like. And then if we multiply that across all of the people who would have bought our product anyway, the quantity Q, then we have our what we call the discount effect, the reduction in that marginal revenue that we have because we're discounting to people that we would have sold to anyway. Multiply that change in price by the quantity, and that gives us that discount effect. Then overall price minus the change in quantity, the quantity times change in price is our marginal revenue. We'll have a look at how that works in our next example.